Welcome back to part 2 of my epoxy keychains using NFC chips that are embedded in the epoxy keychains that you can use a cell phone to read the data, and it will take you to whatever you happen to program in them. Either for example, you could use web addresses, you could use social media accounts, you could put like a digital business card, contact information, all kinds of things. So I'm going to show you real quick how I use the chips and how I program them. So here is the app I use. It's called NFC Tools. If you type in NFC Tools, this one that I'm showing you now that is orange, that's the one I like. I used a different one the first time and I could not get my I couldn't get my phone to read the chips after I put the web address in. So this one works for me. If you have something else, then use whatever's working. So these chips are the NFC technology. This is what your iPhone uses for Apple Pay. So if you go to, a retail place and on the terminal it comes up that you can tap your phone to pay with your card through Apple Pay, this is the same technology. It has the sensor in the back of the phone, and you just tap on where your tag is, and it will bring up whatever information is programmed in it. So this keychain that I have as my example, I have my link tree programmed, and you can see I was able to go to my Instagram, I was able to go to the YouTube. So all of these links that I have programmed in my Instagram or in my link tree, I was able to put that data on this chip, and now whenever the phone is touched against it, it will bring up all of those links. So again, you'll just go to your app store, type in NFC Tools, and like I said, this is the one I'm using, so I'm going to open it. So after I open this is a chip that I was playing with earlier, so I don't want the data on it. I want to start with something fresh. So I'm going to go to Other, and I'm going to click Erase Tag, and then I'm going to hold it up to the phone, and then you can see that blue check mark means that it erased it. And you can always check it to make sure. Just go to Read, and then you can see it will read it. You can scroll down, and at the bottom it says Record, and you see there is nothing there. It says empty. So I know it's a blank tag and there's no data on it. So now that I know I have a tag with no data, I want to write something to this. So I'm going to go to Write and add a record, and you can scroll through this list if you're in the same app, and there are lots of things to choose from. You can put a URL in, you can add an application, you can put in an email, all these social networks you can use, and if you click on edit, you can scroll down through all the social networks. You'll find Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, WhatsApp, Twitter, TikTok, all kinds of social media is there. And so you will choose which one you want to use. For this, I'm going to use Instagram. So I just chose Instagram. And then when I hit edit, it brings up the keyboard, and I type in my Instagram username. And then after I get it typed in, I'm going to hit OK. And you can see it says social network with my username there. So after adding the record, now I want to write. So you just click on the tab that says Write and hold your phone up to the tag, and you could barely see it. It was kind of off camera a little bit too much, but it had the blue check mark. That means that it read the card and it wrote. So here I am showing you that it works. I closed out of the app and touched the tag against the back of the phone, and it brought up the Instagram. So now when I go back, I can read it, and again I'll put that on the top, and you see my little blue check mark. And if I scroll down to the bottom, and you see record, and it shows you Instagram and Lone Star Crafter Company, and then this generates a QR code. I'm not sure if this is available in the free app or whether it was the upgraded one. Again, I paid $2.99 for that to have access to all of the tools, but I didn't do this until after I had already paid the upgrade, so I'm not really sure if that features available if getting your generated QR code is available. So same thing, I'll show you. I read the card that's in my keychain, and whenever I go to the file at the bottom, the record, it brings up exactly what's programmed on it, including the generated QR code. So this might be something that's not available in the free app. I'm really not sure about that. And the last thing I need to do is erase this tag. I don't want to have anything on it whenever I put it back in my container that I'm going to use later. So I go to Other, go to Erase, and then scan it. I get my blue check mark, and then I can even read it and make sure that there's nothing on it. And you can see whenever I hit the read, there is nothing on that QR code. This is just my own experience with the app. I'm not sponsored or paid or anything like that from this app. This is just the one that I used, that it worked. And I liked it and wanted to be able to, have the features of all of the other options for the tags. So I did the upgrade.